Hey, my name is PolishLynx, and welcome to another episode of Lucid9. Heading out of the restaurant to the academy, right as the sun starts to set. Right, let's see where this is going. It's kind of a ritual to walk with them, even though I don't live at the dorms anymore. I live in an apartment within walking distance. But since there's nothing and no one waiting for me at my apartment, I kind of just go wherever they go. Maybe it's because our stomachs are full, but we're completely silent on the way back. It's a comfortable silence, but still silence, and that means thinking. Overthinking, unfortunately. I almost jump as I see a group of 3 policemen race by on the opposite side of the street, approaching sirens, piercing the air with the incessant wailing. Direct our attention to... Oh no! Whoa. A wave of nausea washes over me. The front of a city bus is crumpled against the back of a pickup truck. Thin trails of smoke mix with the pungent smell of burnt rubber and scrapped metal. The scene is surrounded by a unit of police cars and a fire truck, along with a crowd of shaken people along the sidewalk. How awful. At least they all look okay. Can't do anything about it, let's go. Mason Yahiko not instantly, but Rui only stares thoughtfully at me. I stare at her. She tilts her head. I shrug. This seems to help her come to a decision, as she suddenly turns to Masato and Yahiko with a very convincing smile. Hey, Masato, Yahiko, when did you guys head on back? I got something to do really quick. Masato opens his mouth, clearly confused, but Yahiko elbows him in the side and shakes his head over so slightly. What? Say, we'd better get back before you overcarve here. Hold your horses, I was gonna ask. Come along, peasant, your kind king commands it. With a final wave, Yahiko drags Masato down the street. Rui turns her attention to me. I'm inviting myself over. Gee, thanks. That's what friends are for. Despite the smirk on her face, I catch her glancing at the ruined bus. I can't find it in me to argue with her. Sure, I guess. We switch our route to a different street, remaining silent as we pass by the 3 more police officers. Holy sh! He lives like that? That's damn amazing. Give me an apartment like that. We reach Marriott apartment without much difficulty. It's a pretty decent place at a low price. A lot of academy students are known to live here due to its close proximity to the campus. Do a lot of students live here? Yeah, why? Well, what if someone sees us? I don't want them to get the wrong idea. I feel a little uneasy as I remove my shoes, judging from the blush on her face. It's less that she's worried about her ruined reputation and more that she's trying to cover up certain feelings. Feelings that I'm not ready to deal with. Don't worry, I'm sure they just think you're one of my guy friends. I don't even look like a boy. I only smirk at her as I flop on the sofa. This is the place I know as home sweet home. Simple furniture, random pieces of clothing here and there, and a basic kitchen crammed into a corner. Not too fancy, but not too shabby in the slightest. Comfortable. Rui doesn't seem to feel the same way. She gives everything a disapproving look as she proceeds through the apartment. I think this place has gotten messier. Doesn't look like that to me, but maybe I'm weird. So sue me. Can I actually? No, please. She looks over for me for a moment and something in her expression shifts. So, the bus. I sigh noisily and close my eyes. Can we talk about something else? You hungry? Huh? I can make some omelette. Isn't that a breakfast food? Instead of replying, I just hear the rhythmic patter of footsteps against the carpet. In just a few minutes, there's the clack-clack of a knife against a chopping board, then gentle sizzle of oil in a frying pan and the tick-tick-tack of chopsticks whipping against a bowl of eggs. A heavenly aroma rises in the air. Rui, and the lack of response, I open my eyes. It takes a little effort, but I manage to pull myself up and head to the kitchen. Rui? I stop short. Rui zeroed in on the stove, sprinkling cum and cheese over a bubbling layer of egg and humming a catchy little tune. The apron tied around her waist should be way too big for her, but somehow it looks perfect. Wait, this is Rui. Rui Haita. Get a grip. Yama, get a grip. Get a... No, it's too late. Welcome home, honey. You must be starving. I prepared dinner just for you. Whoa, I'm so lucky for marrying such a wonderful woman. Not to mention, adorable. Oh, sweetie, I'm the lucky one. Look at your chiseled jaw, your beautiful eyes. I'm not the one who's a work of art, baby. Well, why don't you have a seat, pumpkin? Dinner is almost served. I simply can't wait to taste your delicious food, Angel. What would you prefer, darling? Dinner? A buff? Or me? Oh, sugar, we both know the answer to that question. In that case, love, the first course will be... Your lips? My fist! I immediately jerked back to reality, the terrible vision dissipating into thin air. Well, that escalated quickly. I don't even want to know what would bring such a terrible image to my mind. It wasn't terrible. Well, it was kind of, but not really. Rui and me, married, I shudder in the inside. Not that she's, well, Petrovic. We understand each other more than anyone else. But then we'd have to be in a romantic relationship, and romance in high school is just... Well, we could end up losing our friendship entirely, which would suck. And is 99.9999% likely given my great luck. Crap, what am I even thinking about? Back to reality. What you making? Omelets. Are you sure? She nudges me in the side, but she's smiling. Plate, please. Huh? Plate, idiot. Yeah, your majesty. We keep things light and teething as I reach into the cabinet and pass a plate to Rui. She freezes slightly when my shoulder brushes against hers, but I pretend not to notice. Just what the doctor ordered, one premium plate imported directly from the mystical land of Denmark. I graciously accept this offering. O humble servant, may there be lasting peace between our countries. She deftly slides the omelette on the plate in one fleet motion, dipping into a light curtsy as I dig in. The delectable flavor of mozzarella, cheddar, ham, and mushrooms explodes in my mouth. Am I in heaven? Rui beams proudly. That good? As if an angel made it herself. Oh wait, one minute! Sometimes I swear that there is someone else in this head of mine. It's delicious, truly. The genuine heart-rending smile that spreads across her face just makes my stomach sink. That's not the kind of smile you make when you're complimented on your cooking by a friend. Just a friend, that is. She looks like she could jump over the moon, that kind of shining, beautiful smile that is only made when the smiler is utterly happy and completely ignorant that they are utterly happy. I want her to be happy, but false hopes is just too cruel. Maybe there's something I do to put her down without hurting her. Hey Rui, do you ever think that maybe we hang out too much? Huh? What? Gentle, be the gentlest human being on earth. Well, you already aren't gentle. Except the thing I'm quite possibly worst at is being gentle. You know, high school is the time to explore, especially since we're getting ready for university. So maybe you should be spending time just, looking at other things, going to events, stuff like that. You're telling me that you're going to an event with people? I'm saying that we shouldn't be together so often. You suck, man! You suck so badly! Her face mentally falls. Damn it. I already know that my words have hit her harder than I've intended. That was obvious. After all, pretty much all we've been doing for the past 10 years has been hanging out. We were each other's only constants. Meets, new locations, new schools, new friends, that one firm foundation that's there until the end of time. If you separated Rui from Yama and Yama from Rui, I'm not sure what you would find. To have me, who's always been relying on her, leeching off of her, suggests that he wants to go on his own way and do his own thing. Give me a choice right now because, well, it's awfully short-sighted and ungrateful. But I guess that's what I am. Really, because I'm too scared that Rui will truly, honestly end up falling in love with me. Okay, I'm pretty sure she already fell. Not that I have any clue why she would, but insurance is key. Look, I appreciate this, but I'm not a kid more, I can take care of myself just fine. That's not true. Like, I know the place needs a good cleaning, I don't need someone else to tell me. Hi. I attempt to soften the blow as much as I can. I like hanging out with you, but when it comes to this point, I'm sorry, Yama, I didn't mean to offend you. You what? I wasn't trying to replace her. I freeze. A sudden pain fills my lungs, like I'm breathing in fire. What's this about? Now I'm confused. My vision spins for a moment and... No, I fight it. Then it's gone. My knees suddenly go weak and I stagger forward, quickly catching myself on the couch. Ryu rushes forward, but I quickly throw out a hand. Face, you see this? We're being a burden now. The words are too harsh. I regret that them as soon as they slip out. Can you just let me think right now? It's what I've always said whenever I want to be alone. Well, and truly alone. The need to think has nothing to do with it, and Rui knows this. I'll be right out. Goodbye. To make her feel this way is despicable. The back of my mind congratulates me with a wry. Well, you got what you wanted. She'll make some other friends now. I suddenly watch Rui as she slips on her shoes and abruptly fixes me with a pleading look. And see you tomorrow? Because she wants to know that everything will be okay. Because she wants everything to return to normal. I should go the whole way. I should say no, probably not, or maybe we'll see. Instead I send an automatic smile. Yeah, see ya, Rui. Have a good night, Yama. The relief in her voice is palpable as she closes the door behind her. It takes everything in me to stop myself from catching up to her and offering to walk her back. Don't stop, just do it! Why is it that when it really comes down to it, I can't even push people away properly? Because why would you do it? Given my prickly personality, I would have thought that I could do at least that. Guess not, guess it's just another thing to add to the list of things Yama can do. I kind of wonder if there's anything that's not on that list. I sit up, knitting at the tense knots in my shoulders. Technically I need to study tonight, but before that I should try to wind down. Now you give me a choice. Now you give me a choice. Now you give me a choice. God damn it. Alright, that's some crap from Twitter now. Alright. I don't really care about that cover maker. I think let's read a book. All things considered, I'd rather not destroy my brain by watching cover maker. It might be a better idea to read a book. I riffled through my shelf, searching for a good book. The Many Adventures of Kunoichi. I remember this was my favorite book when I was a kid. I haven't read it in a while, so I flipped the book open, absorbing the lifelike print on the page. It narrates the story of a girl who wants to be a ninja. She starts off pretty low on the chain, a mere errand girl. She also has the big crush on a friend whom she's known since they were kids. Sounds familiar. The chapter continues. Kunoichi ends up failing on even really simple errands, since her friend randomly starts hanging around her more. She tries to confess, but he's apparently totally oblivious to her feelings. Please, anyone could tell that he knew. He's just trying to... Well, it's time to study. I dig through my backpack and crack open a few books. This year will probably be really intense, with the entrance exam coming up and all. Might as well do the work. It will be more of a pain to deal with nagging teachers than the work itself. After engrossing myself for some time, I check the clock. It's 11. Good enough. Maybe I should just apologize to Rui tomorrow? Yes. Indulge myself in our friendship. Let everything go back to normal. Selfish of me? Again, but maybe this time I should just be selfish. What was that? What was that? Why is it so bright outside? What? Why is it already 8:30? I leap to my feet, scrambling to pull my clothes on and tear out the door. It's kind of a weird thing. I'm not even a good student. In fact, I'm pretty much every teacher's nightmare. Being in a rush to get to school isn't like me. Maybe it's because there's a difference between choosing to teach and teaching by accident. One is your conscious decision and the other is not. Highly descriptive. I know, I'm told that my essays are a joy to read. By the time I actually entered the classroom, it's already 8:42 AM. 12 minutes. The teacher glanced at me from his periphery, but surprisingly enough, he doesn't try to humiliate me. In fact, he doesn't make a single comment. It's as if I wasn't late at all. Elizabeth, on the other hand, is wearing a prominent glare as I slip into my seat. She keeps her mouth shut, but her face radiates with disapproval. Yeah, Hiko nudges my foot and gestures frantically. Dude! His voice splits out in a hurried whisper. I lean over to hear what he has to say. What? Of all days we late, you had to choose today? What was there, a pop quiz? There was a pop quiz? I'll take this as a no. Dude, I'm talking about the cutie over there. You missed her intro earlier. He gestures vaguely to the back of the classroom. I sneak a peek when I'm sure that the teacher isn't looking. Hello? I found a girl sitting by the window, head delicately turned against slender fingers as she examines something in the distance. In ordinary circumstances, I might have thought her to be gorgeous. After all, she matches the ideal of traditional beauty to a T. Silky hair, porcelain skin, delicate lips, the whole 9 yards. But instead, I only find myself thinking, what the hell? Promptly followed by, who, what, when, where, why, how? Very intelligible, I know, but how else am I supposed to react when an old friend whom I haven't seen in ages just randomly walks back into my life? Not only that, but as a transfer student to my school on the very last year I happened to be there. Her eyes snap to mine, but before I can see her reaction, I quickly whip back to the front of the classroom. Maybe I'm seeing things, maybe it's not really her. There's no way it can be her. Right? I listened to my hearing back to the teacher, who seems to be in a very enthusiastic rant about technology. Surprise, surprise. This generation is waiting away from being glued to deck pixels every waking moment. When today I'm not having any of these nefanded contraptions, we're returning to trusty pen and paper. As the class erupts into groans, he scribbles 3 words on the board with his stylus. Your dream job. They just won't give us a break, will they? Furthermore, the teachers deactivated our tablets and is currently handing out sheets of lined paper. Handwriting, really? As Yahiko passes the stack of paper to me, he leans close. So, what do you think? I think I'm tired of writing about my non-existent future. Huh? I was talking about the new girl. Alright, the new girl. What's her name? Misaki Kazahaya, by any chance? Huh? How did you know? So it really is her. I never thought I would see her again, much less in my own classroom. Ah, I know, you must have some sort of psychic ability. What? I mean, how else could you have known her name? Can you read her mind too? What does she think of me? How he came to that conclusion is beyond me. Nevertheless, this seems like an excellent opportunity to screw with him. It'd be a shame not to. I press my fingers to my temples, pretending to tune into Misagi's thoughts. Oh, I see. What? She has a huge crush on you. Really? But... Akio shakes his leg impatiently as I pose. Can you stop thinking for a second? I keep getting interference. Oh, sorry. He scrunches his face in concentration. Now you're thinking of not thinking. Oh wow, you really can read minds. You doubt my abilities? No, I'm getting something. Yeah, he claps his mouth shut. I rub my temples, mumbling under my breath. It seems she has a crush on you, but she doesn't think you have the courage to talk to her. Yahiko puffs out his chest, as if he were presented with a challenge. As if anything could deter the great Yahiko Ikari from approaching such a beauty. Here you go, this is a writing prompt, not a discussion prompt. Focus on your own assignment. Right, sorry, teacher. He immediately regains his composure and stops scribbling busily on his composition paper. That was only quick. I take a quick glance around. My classmates are hunched over the desk, some writing furiously, some staring awkwardly into space. The most avid one is Elizabeth, who's already on the second page, lips moving furtively as her arm blurs down her paper. I'm not surprised she retains this naive belief that she can actually control the future. I can't wait for life to prove her wrong. Misaki, on the other hand, has completely thrown away any pretense of studiousness, choosing to text on their desk with one hand while simultaneously pretending to write with the other. That's pretty impressive, actually. I take a quick pinch on the arm to check my state of consciousness. Not dreaming, apparently, it's Misaki Kazahaya in the flesh. 5 minutes. Right, assignment. What did the teacher say? Dream job? Write one page. I stare at the prompt of the screen as if it will provide an answer. Meh, I don't want to do this. I definitely set my pencil to paper and scribble my response. 1 page. As morning classes lag on, I feel a very prominent gaze staring into the back of my head. I refuse to turn around, trying to piece together my thoughts. Should I approach her or not? When the bell rings, Yahiko immediately tugs on my sleeve, his face shining. Dude, I'm gonna talk to her. Who? The new girl, of course. She must be the shy princess type waiting for a Prince Charming to sweep her off her feet. Who better than me to make her dream come true? I think you mean nightmare. Well, good luck with that. You're not coming? Why would I? Surely Yahiko Ikari wouldn't be suggesting that he needs help from me. To learn, of course. I worry for you, man. You may end up a spinster for your whole life. You haven't snuggled a single date in all the time I've known you. Well, neither have you, but I won't mention that. Or the fact that spinsters are exclusively female. So, are you coming? I am, I guess. At the very least, this will be a chance for me to see what kind of person she's become. Yahiko swaggers over to the side of Misaki's desk, expertly raising a single eyebrow as he flips his hair out of his face. Why, hello there. I brace myself for a slap or a headlock in response. But Misaki only tilts her head quietly to the side, regarding him with a single arch brow. Can I help you? Huh? This appears to fluster Yahiko for a moment. Thankfully, he is not the schoolboy's best Casanova for nothing, which honestly tells you something about the quality of our Casanovas. Actually, yes, do you have a map? Because before he can even finish the sentence, Misaki's fingers whip around her phone with ease of long practice. In 3 seconds flat, she's pulled the campus map onto her screen and shoved it in front of his face. Here, where in particular are you looking for? Wait. Oh, are you also a transfer student? What? That certainly would make much more sense. I was just thinking, it's too strange that the student would be asking me for directions since I just transferred here. But I should have asked, you must feel the instant connection of a fellow transfer student. When did you come here? Wait, this is a big misunderstanding now. I'm trying to hit on you. Oh, I see. 7 out of 10. Huh? I read it to your approach. You didn't even introduce yourself. You're right. How careless of me. I am the one and only Yahiko Ikari. Surely you've heard of me. I highly doubt that. You wouldn't by any chance happen to be the Yahiko Ikari from Govermerger? The president's aide, that Yahiko Ikari? Yahiko's chest practically doubles in size. Wait, what? Indeed I am. Are you by any chance a fan? The biggest. I really enjoyed the podcast there, and the music is just amazing. This has to be some big joke. Didn't you know that our Potter talk is one of the top trending? And Isamu Times has us listed as a viral phenomenon. Viral for what reasons? Well, that must be a different story. Congrats! I was sure that it would become a big hit. But of course, even the stars themselves are no match for an Ikari. Or the moon. Oh yeah, guess what my dream is? Is it? To build a vacation home on the moon, yes. A vacation home? I wonder what would happen if you jumped on the trampoline on the moon. How high could you go? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to test it. Yeah. Yahiko and Misaki are new besties, apparently, which is nothing short of absolutely terrifying. Meanwhile, I'm being completely ignored. Maybe she doesn't recognize me. Hey Miki. She tilts her head in my direction, eyes bright. Oh, hi, do I know you? Wait, what? She doesn't remember. Come to think of it, she hadn't spared me a single word, or even a glance. She doesn't. How could she not? It's Yama Ishimoto. He's my minion. I'm sorry, I don't think we've met. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Childhood friends, 4 years back. You, me, and Rui, well, all hang out together. What? Total blankness. She's honestly forgot. Words start pouring out of my mouth as I frantically search for something to get a reaction out of her. We all live in Seto, small town, 3 hours drive away. Yes, no. I'm sorry, I don't think... We all play together, we were inseparable. We met at the festival, the one with the lanterns. Misaki's expression gradually turns from polite to more and more skeptical. Of all ways I imagined with reunite, this was definitely not at the top of the list. Do you really not remember? I'm very sorry. This can't be it. Rui and I bawled our eyes after she left. We hovered by the phones for hours, waiting for a single call. When nothing came, we even resorted to hovering by the mailbox, in the vain hopes that we'd receive some snail mail. Is she saying that during that time, that 1 month which turned into 6, which turned into 1 year, which turned into 4 years, she'd just forgotten us? How could that be possible? Unless... By any chance, you haven't gotten into a tragic car accident and ended up with amnesia, have you? That's why you haven't called, not in 4 years. She backs away slowly and eyeing me like I'm an insane psychopath. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. I wore a kimono. You really don't remember? She stops at that, a flash of recognition catching her eyes. Got her. I wore a goodbye kitty kimono and ran around calling you a tooth fairy. You did? On a second thought, I really should have talked to her with no one else in the classroom. I was a kid, okay? But you wore a kimono and called her a tooth fairy? Well, yeah, but... About time you admitted it, Yama! I'm struck speechless as the situation begins to dawn on me. You know who I am. Know who? How could I not? It's only been 4 years! Then you were... faking it, of course! Why were you... pretending not to notice me earlier? I knew you recognized me. Well, it's not every day you see an old friend who just decided to disappear one day. She stops at that, a flicker of irritation crossing her eyes at my cutting tone. It's not like I wanted to leave Sato, Yama. So why did you? My mother didn't leave me with much of a choice. You mean Satomi? She nods. You could have at least told us you were moving. I couldn't. I wait for an elaboration, but it never comes. That's it, you just couldn't tell us, why not? Do you mind if we can talk about it later, Yama? I'm not very comfortable discussing it in class. I open my mouth to object, but something about Misaki's expression prevents me from pursuing the issue further. She genuinely seems distraught. Wait! Yama wore a goodbye kitty kimono and called Misaki the tooth fairy? Luckily, Akiko managed to change the subject. I decided to play along for the time being. Yeah, I was a little kid. Darn it. I hear excuses. All excuses. It's not an excuse. That's a legitimate explanation. I somehow fell and got my yukata 30, and it was at the festival, and we were very close to home, and Miki had an extra kimono. A goodbye kitty kimono. Yeah. Somehow having Yahiko mock me just makes the entire thing 10 times worse. I cast a half-pleading, half-indignant glare at Misaki, who only shrugs in response. It isn't my fault you enjoy cross-dressing. I don't. If only I had a battery at the time, I would have taken a photo. Wait, so what's this battery you keep mentioning? Judging by the reactions I'm getting, I've just committed a huge faux pas. You don't know what battery is? Where have you been living your whole life? Under a rock? Well, technically that's what my name would imply. What? Is it like the Secret Service database or something? Far more important, is the most popular search or social networking website in today's society. I really question your priorities. through Pattern, you share posts with 90 characters or less. Well, yeah, only 90. It allows you to spread important news, demonstrate your support, provide instant feedback to questions, or just blog about your day. Government got big because of Pattern. As for me, I like to give updates on the progress of my day. Okay, fine, but does anybody actually care? A sudden deathly chill pervades the room. My second major fox pass of the day, apparently. People care. Are you sure? Because the way I see it, tapping 2 buttons doesn't exactly make you... They care, damn it! Don't say nothing different till you pat yourself. Don't say nothing. Intense, Misaki. Wait, what? But the conversation agrees to halt when Misaki's phone trills in her hand. She immediately regains her composure. Kazehaya speaking. Yes, understood. I'll be there in 5 minutes. She cuts the call and shoves her phone to her pocket, looking me square in the eye. I must go. Duty calls. Duty? What kind of duty? My employer has a job for me. Job? No, what about school? I'm sure they will excuse this one. Let's talk again later, Yama. Oh, and make sure to bring Rui, okay? Goodbye. And like a tornado stalking its next target, she blazes out of the room. I'm left completely dumbfounded with Yahiko, who's dancing around the room like he just won his marriage on the moon. I have an actual fun, real fun! I wonder how long it will be before I can pledge her to my service as my first true minion. I don't know, but let's leave this for the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one, because apparently in the next one we will have a reunion, and somehow we have 2 female childhood friends. Wow. Alright, bye.